Oh, it's been such a long, long time. Look like I get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you turns my whole world misty blue. Oh, honey, just the mention of your name turns the flicker to a flame. Listen to me good, baby. I think of the things we used to do, and my whole world turns misty blue. Oh, baby, I should forget you. Heaven knows I've tried. Baby, when I say that I'm glad we're through, deep in my heart, I know I've lied. I've lied. I've lied. Oh, honey, it's been such a long, long time. Looks like I get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you, my love, my whole world turns misty blue.
Feel no guilt in laughter, she'd know how much you care. Feel no sorrow in a smile that she's not here to share. Cannot grieve for Heather, she wouldn't want you to. She would hope that you could carry on the way you always do. So talk about the good times and the way you cared, all the days you spent together, the happiness you shared. Let memories surround you, a word someone may say will suddenly recapture the time, an hour, a day. Brings her back as clearly as though she was still here, fills you with the feeling that she's always near. If you keep those moments, you will never be apart. She will live forever, locked safely within your hearts. These lovely words sent by Laurel's son Mark are a wonderful reminder of the happy, bubbly person that Laurel was. And the last thing she would want to see today is your tears. She would far rather you remember the best of her life with love, with fond memories, and the laughter which was so much part of who she was. It also underlines the fact that as long as we love and remember, those we love never really leave us. They live on in us because of who they were, the subtle influence they've had on us, and the way that they've left that footprint on our hearts. And what better way to remind ourselves of Laurel's quality and character than through the words and memories of her family. It's my privilege to share these words and memories with you now. Born on the 7th of February 1941 to parents John and Mildred, Laurel grew up around the Ealing area. She attended a strict school which required that she wore a uniform hat at all times. Laurel's dad worked away a great deal. As an only child, she spent many hours learning from a mum who enjoyed passing down those time-honoured homemaking skills of cooking, sewing, knitting and keeping house. And leaving school, Laurel worked in a local bank where she made lifelong friends. One day, day, while she was at home nursing a broken heart, her dad, having discovered that an acquaintance he liked and respected was also in the same boat, decided to play Cupid and invited Jerry to tea. Horrified, Laura's first question was, "Why on earth did you do that?" The rattled feathers were only smooth when Jerry thoughtfully telephoned to check that she wouldn't be upset or embarrassed and did accept the invitation. Having hidden behind the door in order to get a sneak preview of her would-be suitor, Laurel admitted that she was totally wowed by his tall, dark, handsome man and emerged from her hiding space. Jerry didn't have tea. Instead, they chatted away like friends who'd known each other for years instead of strangers who just met. Conversation and laughter flowed easily. They went for a drive, which turned into a walk, which ended in the club. And that, as they say, was that. Love blossomed, and they had so many things in common, yet many differences. And the differences made life interesting, kept that spark alive. They married in 1968, and Laurel welcomed Jerry's daughters, Kim and Jackie, with open arms. She loved them dearly, and even instantly forgiving Kim for exploding a whole can of cocoa over the newly decorated landing. It's okay, clear that up. This sentiment apparently changed a little when her own two sons, Mark and Martin, were born in 1972 and 1975. They joked that they'd been dragged downstairs by their enemies. Laurel and Jerry were always the perfect team, a traditional couple. Laurel ran the home like clockwork. And to have a home and family was always her dream, and here she was living it. She showed her love in 100 different ways that she'd learned from her own mum. Cooking beautiful meals, sewing, knitting, and the occasional use of the word no, and teaching the children the good old-fashioned values of politeness, respect, and good manners. Laurel set about her sewing and knitting projects with gusto, each stitch lovingly crafted into perhaps one of those jumpers with a neck just a little bit too tight to get your head through. Endless bobble hats which nearly pull the hair out when removed. And Mark and Martin will never forget the brown and white checkered special occasion trousers. They were perfectly tailored but for the whole fabric, so there was no danger of bending their knees for fear of permanent injury from the cheese grater-like surface. Living within walking distance of Twickenham Rugby Club, found the family enjoying the amazing cup finals there, or entertaining a whole army of youngsters sprawled on the floor enjoying games on TV over a few crates of beer. The children have very many fond memories of standby holidays courtesy of Jerry. One in particular of a visit to South Africa where Jerry had to depart early from work, leaving Laurel, Mark and Martin to find their way home a week later. The journey took them from Durban to Johannesburg, to Lisbon to Madrid on an overnight train, and then finally to Amsterdam and home, taking a week to get there. Although Martin was young, this was the first time that he witnessed for himself his mum's resilience and strength to get the family home safely. There are memories of Mark breaking his arm, Martin breaking his ankle, dislocating his knee, and their mum climbing on top of a chair to get to the top of the fridge and breaking her arm. Poor Jerry. In time, Laurel, with her amazing shorthand skills, which she practiced throughout her life, found a job in administration at a local school, which was great for her being able to be home during school holidays. But it wasn't so great for the boys because it was their school. Mum was always the first to come stomping up the stairs and find out what was going on with the original class. Laurel's passion for tennis was never more evident than when she queued with the family for hours to get a chance to watch the no-hosters play on court 15 and cricket, watching others eat strawberries and cream, a little luxury that was out of reach. She loved the West End shows too, and every year the Trooping of the Colour was a must-do. A huge fan and supporter of the Queen and royal family, Laurel didn't just have the t-shirt. She had the spoons, the mugs, the tea towels, the books and the badges. But her passion for history and heritage meant that there wasn't a museum in London which remained unvisited. Always perfectly happy in their own company, for Laurel and Jerry being one another was enough. They loved being part of the community and always supported events. When they did venture out to dinner, despite Laurel's endeavours to teach Jerry to jive, there was more laughter than bouncing footwork. He really wasn't interested, whisking Laurel around the floor for the first and last dances, and leaving the bit in the middle to friends. As their children became more independent, Laurel and Jerry enjoyed spontaneous trips away at weekends to the New Forest or to the Isle of Wight. just mooching around and enjoying one another's company. Laurel did learn to drive, but as her lessons never covered the art of a right-hand turn, every trip she took always ended up where she started after a series of left-hand turns. A last-minute holiday to Nissy Beach ironically found Laurel and Jerry falling in love with the lush countryside over near Paris. And when they discovered Pissouri, they felt that they'd found their own personal piece of paradise. They signed for their house in 2002 and took possession in May 2004. Laurel said that it was a glitch in the house sale in the UK, which meant that their home was more overstocked with furniture than Steptoe's. But people who knew her well understand that she just picked her home up and replanted every single item, some 3,000 miles away. In the late Do and Then generation, Laurel found comfort from her feelings and gifts, memory mementos of fantastic holidays, her life woven into these treasured possessions. Anyone in the family who tried to help her clear out the cupboards knows that this meant emptying everything out, and then of course putting every single item back where it came from. She couldn't bear to part with anything. This was such a happy time. Once again, living the dream, but a different dream. Trips across the island, long lazy lunches, and the company of good friends. Friends treasured by Laura, especially in the difficult days after Jerry's death. For over 52 years, they've been husband and wife, lovers, best friends, mum and dad, nan and granddad. Strong and enduring love which stood the test of time. Laurel was all about family. And in addition to her husband and children, she experienced the joy and wonder of many grandchildren. Jamie, Jodie, Danielle, Jason, Dylan, Ben, Gabriel, Marley and Rocky, along with some amazing great-grandchildren, Megan, Bella, Amber and Olivia. The highlight of her days was contact in any form from family, be it regular phone calls, video chats, letters, postcards, visits. She was just happy to hear how everyone was doing, and the adventures and achievements of Mark's 5 dogs and 1 cat, those beloved fur babies that she loved so much. In recent years, Laurel's comfy recliner became mission control for life. She slept there, she read there, played Sudoku, browsed her iPad, and indulged herself in a beloved David Attenborough wildlife documentaries, and of course watched tennis. She loved Wimbledon and woe betide anyone who interfered with this. Even family phone calls had to be booked in during the tennis season. Laurel's family have so many memories of great days, nights, parties and occasions with family and friends in the UK, and also here in Cyprus. A beautiful smile and laughter was always the soundtrack to these events. Martin recalls mostly Mum's amazing smile. A grin as wide as you'll ever see reminded me of the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Dad and Mum have supported and helped through the roller coaster ride that's family, for which I'll be forever grateful. You are both now back together where you wanted and needed to be in the country that you called home and you loved. Lots of love to you always. Like Laurel's family, you all have your own favourite memories of times that you shared with Laurel. So let's just spend a moment or two now reflecting on those memories. It may be the way Laurel greeted you, that unforgettable smile she lit up any room. Recall her deep love for babies and children, and that unique knack that she had of always spilling something down her top when going out for dinner with family. Her family will remember that the way Laurel intoned their names was a very good indicator of what was to follow. Maybe a request for help, a piece of advice, or indeed a little warning that you just might be in trouble. Remember her lovely sense of humour. She loved the classic humour of Mrs. Bouquet, One Foot in the Grave and Fools and Horses. And elements of all these things were in there somewhere, but the thing which made her laugh most of all was, of course, Jerry. Think about her infectious little giggle. Recall a time when you shared her laughter and remember how good it made you feel. Laurel was pastel blue tops. She was a relaxing glass of wine, a dark, deep red rose, and late to bed and late to rise. She was a pair of raspberry blue flip-flops, reminiscent of Trigger's broom and Ernie Falls and Horses. The same flip-flops, 30 years old, 17 new songs, 14 new souls, but still the same old flip-flops. But above all of this, Laurel was a loving and much-loved wife, an adored mum and grandmother, and good friend to all of you. Take a while now to commit these in your own memories to your hearts as we spent just a short while listening to music. Those of you who wish may like to use the time now for the quiet prayer.
Through the years, I'll take my place beside you, smiling through the years. Through your tears, I'll keep my place beside you, smiling through your tears. I'll be here no matter when I will remember what is mine I'll always share. Through the night I'll be a star to guide you, shining bright though clouds may come and hide you. Through the years till love is gone and time first disappears. I'll come to you, smiling through the
It is now time for us to say farewell to Laurel. Tenderly, lovingly and reverently we now commit Laurel's body to nature's keeping, to rest forever in the beauty of these surroundings, with the whispering of the trees, the sweet sound of birdsong, the warmth of the sun and the refreshment of the rain. Laurel, know that you are loved beyond measure, that you will be missed more than words can say, that you will be remembered and cherished, and that love never ends. As we now commit your precious memory to our hearts, we're thankful that we knew you. You are the bright new star that shines in the sky tonight, and you will live forever in our hearts. We love you. We will remember you. Laurel, may you now rest in peace. All that remains now is for me to thank you all for being here today, for the kindness and support that you've shown Laurel over the years. You're warmly invited to join your family at Hillview, where you can continue with your own memories of time shared, or race at last to celebrate her life. Any donations you may wish to make in Laurel's memory to the British Heart Foundation can be left here today under the gazebo. Whether like Laurel and Jerry you believe that death is the end, like their family, take comfort in the thought that they are finally reunited, and that somewhere out there in those endless gardens of eternity, maybe Laurel's finally getting Jerry to jive, and he's teaching her to master those right hand turns. And surely the sound of their laughter is filling the air, and they are where they belong, together. From everything that we've heard today, it's very evident that the Laurel family was everything. Nurturing and caring for those she loved was her life's purpose, and she's taught her family so much. It's the simple things in life that really matter. She and Jerry did a very good job of instilling in their children the life skills and ethics of integrity, strength that they need to survive, to thrive, succeed, and to be happy in this complex world we call life. If Laurel had a voice today, she would tell you all, enjoy your lives, live them to the full. Laurel was genuinely happy with her own life, and her bubbly personality shone through whenever you met her. She promoted positivity and sending out good vibes, just with the use of her sunny disposition, her bubbly personality, and her beautiful smile. And I really hope that she would approve of these closing words from Spike Morgan. Smiling is infectious, you catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started to smile too. I passed around the corner and someone saw me grin, and when he smiled I realised that I passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, and I realised its worth. A single smile just like mine could travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected.
Song sung blue, everybody knows one. Song sung blue, every garden grows one. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. When you take the blues and make a song, you sing them out again. You sing them out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. Funny thing that you can sing it with a cry in your voice, and before you know it, get to feeling good. You simply got no choice. Subject to the blues now and then. But when you take the blues and make a song, you sing them out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on the pillow. Feeling good, you simply got no choice. Song sung blue, song sung blue. Song sung blue, everybody knows one. Song.
Anyone else would like to come forward now? Thank you, to pay your respects. Thank you.
Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. But when you take take a blues and make a song, you sing them out again. You sing them out again. Song, song, blue, weeping like a willow.
Let's just say, folks, once you've paid your respects, if you can make your way up to the top gazebo and we can leave the family and spend a little bit of time on the road.
Funny thing that you can sing it with a cry in your voice. And before you know it, get the feeling good. You simply got no choice. Me and you are subject to blues now and then. But when you take a blues and make a song, you sing them out again. Song, song, blue, weeping like a willow. Song, song, blue, sleeping on my pillow.